My name is Naveen, and today we'll continue with our part 4 of 100 most expected MAHCET AR based questions. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys have been preparing very well, right? Okay, so let's see what kind of questions we're going to come across today. So we need to find the number of triangles in the given figure. If you guys remember, previously we have solved questions like these. So how do we solve questions like these? How many triangles are here? Anyone? Hi Kajal, hi Sachin, hi Priya, hi Ajay. Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. So do you guys remember how do we find the number of triangles in such kind of figures? कितने triangles हैं? C. Yeah. Good afternoon, Prajwal. Karthik says C. Yeah, hi Vinayak. Hi. How many triangles do we have here? A? नहीं. So the answer is already there in the chat. But which one is that? See, good afternoon. It is C. So what you do is, in such kind of triangle figure where the lines, they start from the vertex, you write down the numbers like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And once you get to the last value, which is 6, then what you do is you write 6 into the number that comes before 6. So which number comes before 6? 5. You divide it by 2 and then you add 1 to it. So 30 by 2 is 15. 15 plus 1 is going to be 16. So you have got 16 triangles here. Okay. So those triangles are going to be, I will show you in case you have a doubt. So you have one triangle here. I'm dealing with the small triangles. Okay. The small ones. So how many small triangles do you see here? 6, right? So we have a total of 6 small triangles. Then we have a triangle that can be divided into these 3 triangles, right? So we have 6 triangles here, we have 3 triangles here. Then next we can divide the triangle into these parts. So you will have 2 like these, then you will have 2 like these, and then you are going to have 2 like these, right? A total of 6 triangles here, and then you have one large triangle. So you have got a total of 6 plus 3. So you have got 6 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1. Total of 16 triangles, right? या फिर आप ये फॉर्मूला याद रख लो. Okay. So select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following series. Again, we have 4 symbols. This question is very similar to what we did in the last 3 sessions. So you have to complete this series. So what do you guys think? Girish, no exam update as of now. Yeah, good afternoon, Monali. Good afternoon, Chetan. Abhishek, live, capture, Prajwal. Answer is 16, okay? Yeah. Official update there has not been there, Girish. So what happened was, yesterday I went to the site, the official site of MAHCET, and there was this PDF which showed the date to be still 18th and 19th. So what I did, I called the CET office. There is a phone number there. There are actually 2 numbers given. So I called their office and I asked the person as to when the exam is going to be conducted. So they said that the exam date has not been out yet. So that 18th and 19th is not there for sure. I asked them when the exam date will be revealed, as in when it is going to happen. They simply said that it will whenever it will happen, it will be published online on the official website. Okay, so unless and until that is not done, so we don't know the dates. We can only speculate it may be 25th or 26th or maybe even after that. But it's not going to happen that they're going to publish the date today and in the coming Saturday, Sunday, there is going to be the exam. So they will give you ample time, as in at least a week or 10 days gap before, by the time notification is out and when you have the exams. So there is going to be a gap of at least a week or 10. Okay, so ये weekend तो नहीं है for sure. अब next weekend है कि नहीं, we'll have to wait for another 1 or 2 days. By Friday or Saturday, if we don't have the notification out, then most probably it may get extended. Okay? Yep. So the next one. Hitesh, Sunday ko nahi exam. D, is that what you guys are saying? Okay, let's see. So there are different figures, right? So if I look at this circle, so what happens? Circle goes across and then it moves anti-clockwise. If I look at the triangle, triangle goes across and then it goes clockwise. Weird. Square goes across and then it goes clockwise. And the multiplication ये थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाएगा, right? So let's do one thing. Let's take this as the pair. So this pair was in the east direction. The same pair is in the west. The same pair is in the west. So there is a switch. So the same pair is going to be in the east. So it's east, west, there is a switch, and then west to east. So every time it moves from east to west, there is a switch, right? So if I go by that logic, I need to have a triangle and a multiplication sign above. A triangle and a multiplication sign above, I believe there is going to be answer either D or E. So let's check the next one. We have circle and rectangle. They have switched from west to east, as well as their position up and down, as in the bottom figure has went up figure has gone to bottom. Again, it takes a switch, it remains on the east, and then it's the turn for going towards the west. So when it goes towards the west, you need to have a rectangle above and a circle below. D makes complete sense. So yes, you guys are right. D is going to be the answer. Crisscross wala thoda lamba tha, right? Next one. How many maximum cubes of the same dimensions can be cut off? Can a cuboid of dimension 4, 8, 3 be cut into by giving a maximum of 12 cuts along 3 different dimensions? Okay. Pratmesh, we can do that also, but the thing is, they never said that the first two are in the same way related as the third and fourth. So kind of like little difficult to assume that they are related. Hanji. So we need to make 12 cuts and we need to form cubes of same dimensions. Okay. So if I consider this to be 8, this to be 3 and this to be 4, ye cuboid. Okay. So I'm assuming this is 3. Sorry, this is 4. This one is 8. And then the height is 3. Now I have to make 12 cuts. So obviously the first thing that strikes is let's form cubes of dimension 1 cross 1 cross 1, right? So if I have 4 centimeter as the breadth, then I need to make only 3 cuts so that it divides into 1 centimeter ke 4 slices. Agreed? Such that each slice is 1 centimeter in width. Three इधर हो गए. Similarly, if I have 3 vertically, so I am going to divide it into 2 cuts such that you have 1, 2, 3, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. So how many cuts so far we have formed? We have formed a total of 3 cuts and then another 2. Now, if I have an 8 centimeter length, so I need to make 7 cuts so that I have 8 slices. Normal सी बात है. If you have a rope with loose ends, if you make 1 cut, it breaks into 2 pieces. If you make 2 cuts, it breaks into 3 pieces. So जितने cuts होंगे उससे एक ज़्यादा piece बनता है. So going by that logic, if I make a cut, 7 of them here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cuts to 1 centimeter का आ जाएगा. So can I say all the cubes, that small cubes we are going to have, they are going to be of dimension 1 cross 1 cross 1? Yes, it is very much achievable. Total number of total cuts जो हुए हैं ये हमारा 12 हो गया. Matches. So total number of cubes we are going to have will be 8 into 4 into 3, which is 32 into 3, which is going to be 96. So 96 is the maximum number of cubes. Had it been cuboid, so the dimension did not matter, but we will try to divide equal number of cuts. So 4 cuts along each कर देते. ठीक है? चलो, you guys are correct. देखो 8 pieces के लिए you need 7 cuts, 4 pieces के लिए you need 3 cuts, and 3 pieces के लिए you need 2 cuts. Total cuts is 7 plus 3 plus 2, 12, and total pieces is 8 into 4 into 3, which is 96 pieces. यही यूज करना है आपको हर बार when you have a cuboid. When you have a cube, then you make equal number of cuts, as in 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4 cut करोगे तो 5, 5, 5 pieces आएंगे. So if you have n cuts, you are going to have n plus 1 pieces हर बार. ठीक है? सचिन, तेजस, अरे आपको क्या लग रहा है कि मैं शॉर्टकट नहीं बताना चाह रहा, लंबा सॉल्यूशन बताना चाह रहा? सचिन, शॉर्टकट जो है वही है. Okay, next one. Select the option figure that will replace question mark in the following series. Triangle, shaded capsule, and then a cylinder. Which one makes sense? Ah, Tarangi, you are late. So in the first figure, all the in the first question figure, all the symbols were 1 each. And then what happened? This triangle went to the end and you have 2 of them, right? And everything moved towards the left. Then this capsule went to the right hand side and it turned into 2 and everything moved towards the left, but there are only 1 pieces. Now is the turn for this cylinder to move towards the right. Once it moves towards the right, you are supposed to have 2 cylinders, right? And since everything is going to move towards the left, as in the capsule and the triangle, instead of 2 capsules, you will be having only 1 capsule, right? जैसे इसके पहले था, and you're going to have a triangle. So the option that makes sense is B. This is the only option that matches with what we have done. B, D nahi. Shubham, Prajwal, C क्यों? Why will you have capsules again? Last का figure देखो Prajwal. Last as in right hand side. Cylinder, then triangle, then capsule, then again back to cylinder. Isn't it? Okay, next one. We are given 4 figures, you need to find out the 5th one. गलती कैसे कर रहे हो? See, if you look at the stick, okay, the pin, which has a circle at one of the ends and it's a straight line. So I'm talking about this particular shape. So it's pointing towards the southwest and then it points towards the southeast. So जो south वाला जो point था उसको jump कर गया. It did not point towards the south. So southwest, south did not point, it moved to southeast. Once it moves to southeast, then it moves to east, right? So this is southwest, south ignored, southeast, southeast के बाद फिर east is what you will get because that's how things turn around when you move anti-clockwise. And after east is done, then northeast is skipped and suddenly this line it's pointing towards the north. So X direction, next direction skipped, next direction, then a continuation, then again a skip, then the next direction. So once we reach north, तो अब ये इसका टर्न है नॉर्थवेस्ट का, सॉरी नॉर्थवेस्ट, as in this should look like this. So A and B can't be our answer. Now let's look at the hammer shape, okay, that rectangle that is at the end of that pin. So whenever the hammer is pointing towards the corner, it has an X. Sorry, not corner. The first figure, it is pointed towards the corner, so it has got an X. X ke baad next one, it has got a plus. Next one, again you have an X. Next one, again you have a plus. So you're having alternate cross and a plus, cross and a plus. Going by that logic, अगले वाले में फिर से cross आ जाना चाहिए. The only option now that makes sense between C and D is D. Anyways, none of the above तो नहीं होना चाहिए. Shruti, Prajwal, Akshay, Ashmita, Vaishnavi, Ramesh. No, you guys are correct. Why are you guys answering A or D? See, even if you take in pairs, तो जिधर pointed है उसका next है. So there is a skip of one direction. If you take the next pair, it is pointing towards the east and suddenly towards the north. It skipped the northeast. तो अगला pair में this is not the last one, no? Pair का पहला figure है वो. So it can't be pointing towards the west, isn't it? So A can't be your answer. Okay, next one. Select the figure which has the same relation with the figure 3 that figure 1 has with figure 2. Okay, in this we will have to take in pairs. Look at the first and the second figure. They are somehow related. The same relation is observed in the third and fourth, where the fourth figure is missing. Very simple question. Ha, Karthik, you can say 90-45, 90-45, that's the angle. Yes, you can say that. श्रुति, वो स्किप करने के लिए पहले एक स्किप होना चाहिए था ना. इधर स्किप हुआ, इधर नहीं हुआ, इधर स्किप हुआ, इधर नहीं होना चाहिए. Between first and second figure, there is a direction skipped. Between second and third, there is no skip. Between third and fourth, there is a skip. So between fourth and fifth, there should not be any skip. Yep. Pretty simple. C is going to be your answer. Good. Informative, the box means you have two shapes, no? एक है कि diagonal बना हुआ है square में और दूसरे में ये lines बने हुए हैं along the sides. They are not, the lines are not crossing through the vertices, but along the sides. यही दो है. पहले वाले में this one is the figure, next this figure is there, second वाले में ये है, third वाले में ये है, fourth वाले में ये है, तो fifth में वापस यही आना चाहिए. नहीं? There are two types of shapes, एक ऐसा और एक ऐसा. ये दो hammers rotate हो रहे हैं. Right, informative? Okay, next one. Which figure is the odd one out? Which one is different from the rest? So you have got two squares and then you have got two pentagons, you have got two triangles, you have got something, something. This is also pretty simple. बच्चों वाला है, इतना टाइम मत लेना। Please be quick. Right. D is the answer. In figure A, both the figure A, both the shapes are of same type, as in they both are squares or they both are rectangles. जो भी है, right? Made up of 4 straight lines at 90 degrees to each other, right? Next वाले में both are pentagons. In the next one, both are triangles. In the last one, both are squares. One is rotated, but they both are squares, right? In this one, you have got a hexagon and then you have got a triangle. There is a mismatch of the number in this number of sides or the vertices that we have here. Okay? So D is your answer. Chalo. Next one. Two different appearances of the same dice are shown below. Which letter is opposite to C? So the question based on dice. Good, good, good. Everyone, while answering and thinking about this question, माउस को ले जाओ या फिर अपने फिंगर को लेके जाओ, उधर एक थम्स अप है, लाइक वाला बटन, क्लिक करो उसको. So how do we deal with questions like these where you have dice based questions? So there are two types of only dice possibility, right? Where we are asked opposite faces. So what do we do in such questions? You will find that there are two faces common. So this is a scenario. This is called case 2 of dice. You have two faces common. Two faces common का मतलब है कि दोनों डाइस पे आपको दो नंबर्स दिख रहे हैं जो दोनों में है. As in D दोनों में है and A भी दोनों में. Agreed? ठीक है. So this is known as case 2 of dice. So when you have two faces common, तो आप किसी भी एक फेस को पकड़ लो, D को ले लो या A को ले लो. Take the same letter or number written on both the die. From there, write down the things in the clockwise. So when you write down the things in the clockwise order, this one is going to give you DBA, this one is going to give you DAC. है ना? Clockwise, the way clock move. So इसको ना आप एक के ऊपर एक लिखो. So write both of these in the same column, as in D beneath D and so on. So what you will see is कि D के नीचे D है पर A के नीचे A नहीं है. It's not directly beneath the other. As in A के just नीचे A नहीं है, वो थोड़ा shift है. When this happens, these two letters or these two faces are opposite to each other. ये rule होता है, one of the two rules of die. ठीक है? So B and C are opposite to each other. The question is asked which letter is opposite to C. So B is opposite to C. Okay? Yeah, good afternoon, AC. Next one. There is a cuboid of dimension 8 cm, 6 cm, 4 cm that has to be cut into smaller cubes of dimension 2 into 2 into 2. Find the minimum number of cuts required to do it. इधर हमें cuts चाहिए. It's the same question as we have done previously. It's the vice versa. उस question में cuts given थे, आपको cubes निकालने थे. Here the cubes का dimension is given. You need to find out the number of cuts. So this is the 8 centimeter. 2 centimeter के कितने होंगे इधर को? 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter. How many cuts are required? Cuts are these. ये बीच वाले lines, not the end ones, only the center ones. So 3 cuts will happen along the edge, which is 8 centimeter long. Next one is 6 centimeter. If I say this is 6 centimeter, तो 2 centimeter के लिए I need how many cuts? I need 2 cuts. Again, not the corner ones, but only the central ones. So 2 cuts इधर चाहिए होते हैं. and then you have a 4 centimeter length, 4 centimeter और 2 का चाहिए, so 2 का चाहिए, so you need only one cut from here, so this is one cut. What is the total number of cuts you are going to have? 6. Okay, so C is your answer. Let's see how many of you answered it correctly. Okay, no idea if you guys answered for this. So yeah, previous wala. Sanket, ye E was for this one or the previous one? I hope it was for the previous one. Okay, so this is the proper method. This is the simplest method by which you can find out the number of cuts if a cuboid is given and you're asked to find how many smaller cubes of a certain dimension or cuboids of a certain dimension has to be formed. तो आप ऐसे ही सॉल्व करोगे. Instead of 2, 2 and 2, had this been 2, 3 and 2, तब भी इसी तरीके से होता, बहुत सिंपल होता. Total number of cuts in that case would have been 5. एक कम हो जाता. ठीक है, पर that's not the question, so let's not go there. Sachin, it has not yet been disclosed. So I called CET yesterday. They have asked us to wait. Whenever the notification is going to be out, it's going to be there on the website. So Google the website, the official website, bookmark it. हर दिन सुबह शाम check करो. Normally the notifications are out somewhere around after 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Lunch करके वो आराम से बैठ के notification out देते हैं. ठीक है, या फिर अर्ली मॉर्निंग देते हैं. हाँ, सो चूज द क्यूब विच विल बी फॉर्म्ड ऑन फोल्डिंग द फिगर गिवन. सो getting a 3-dimensional cube out of a piece of paper which is 2-dimensional. So when you have values, when you have figures like this, तो याद रखना, this particular shape is the backbone. Okay, we call it backbone of the dice. ठीक है, and these two are called flaps. आप लोग flap जानते हो? Flaps and the backbone. So remember that the flaps are always opposite to each other. G, इधर इस example में G and Z, they will be opposite of each other. It's necessary. And in the backbone, the alternate squares will be opposite to each other. So B and F are going to be opposite to each other. D and P are going to be opposite to each other. As in, G और Z एक दूसरे के opposite faces पे है, B और F एक दूसरे के opposite faces पे है, D और P एक दूसरे के opposite faces पे. So these are the pairs of opposite faces we have for this type. Now we'll have to go option by option because we can have a lot of scenarios. First one is GDF. Is it a possibility that GDF will happen? Yes, it's very much possible. Why? Because for every pair of opposite faces, केवल एक letter आना चाहिए. You can't have G and Z both visible because they're opposite. Opposite faces में या तो ये देख पाओगे या ये देख पाओगे. दोनों कैसे देख पाओगे? So either G or Z will be there, one of those two, या फिर B and F में से कोई एक आएगा, or one from D or P. So in the first option, G is there, F is there, and D is there. 1, 1, 1 from each pair. Perfect. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. ये बिल्कुल आंसर हो सकता है. Next one is PDF. PD साथ में कैसे दिख रहा है? ये तो opposite है. Not possible, no? Okay. Next one is GDZ. How come G and Z both are visible here simultaneously? Next one is BDF. How come B and F both are visible? So DFG is what we are going to have or none of the above. अब ये कैसे पता करेंगे? तो इसका simple rule होता है guys कि if you look at D, F and G, ठीक है, इस पे ध्यान देना. D, F and G, they are in clockwise direction, no? D, F, G. देखो D, F, G, ये clockwise चल रहा है ना? So the cube which is going to be formed, in that also D, F, G should be clockwise. D, F and G are clockwise. So the answer is going to be A and none of the above. अगर option A में had this been D, G and F, तो option A नहीं, option E हो जाता आंसर. Okay. So apart from having only one of the faces from a pair of opposite faces, that rule, another rule is they should always be clockwise. Okay. You're welcome, informative. Okay, next one. Select the figure that will replace the question mark in the following series. So there are three straight lines where one of the straight lines has got a tip, like a pin, or let's say matchstick point, right? What if FPZ is anti-clockwise? योगिता देखो FPZ anti-clockwise है ना? तो anti-clockwise वाला आप शेप देखते हैं. अगर आप FPZ देख रहे हो, if you are looking at FZP, that is clockwise. So remember one thing, throughout your life, irrespective of whatever question is given, either always choose clockwise or always choose anti-clockwise. Don't do this कि किसी क्वेश्चन में clockwise याद कर रहे हैं, किसी क्वेश्चन में anti-clockwise याद कर रहे हैं. It will become very confusing. So what I do is, I don't care how the figure looks like, मैं हमेशा clockwise ही करूंगा. As in, if I have, let's say, ABC, I will say ABC. मैंने ये आदत बना ली है ताकि मेरे को anti-clockwise को सोचना भी ना पड़े कभी. Suppose instead of this, if I had something like this, तो नॉर्मली लोग क्या करते हैं ना कि लोग बोलते हैं अरे AC नजदीक है तो उल्टा बोल दो. मैं नहीं करता कभी, मैं ऐसे ही जाऊंगा, मैं इसको ABC ही बोलूंगा clockwise. I will, just because this shape looks a little different, it's easier to say ACB, I will not do that because I have made a rule. कुछ भी हो जाए clockwise ही बोलेंगे. So when you say FPZ, so FPZ इस shape के according as per the two-dimensional piece जिससे कि हम cube बनाएंगे, dice बनाएंगे, FPZ is anti-clockwise, right? Rather you say FZP. ठीक है? हाँ. Right, so most of you have answered this as D. It is going to be D. So what happens is, if I take this as the pointer, then by the time it reaches the next one, there is a skip of 1, it reaches here. Then there is a skip of 2, it reaches here. Then there is a skip of 3, it reaches here. In the next one, there should be a skip of 4. So it skips 4, and this is where it should be pointing. And obviously we need to have 3 lines जो कि properly, sorry, 4 lines है, 3 नहीं है, 4 lines, right? So only D makes sense. Chalo, good, everyone was correct. Okay, another question. Which of the following answer figures will be obtained after folding the question figure in the form of a cube? So this is a backbone which is horizontal. थोड़ा tilt करके देख लो so that it becomes easier. Right? We take a vertical backbone. Thank you, Sachin. हाँ भाई, सारे लाइक करो. कितने लाइक्स हो रखे हैं? Why so less? Come on, guys. Like. एक बढ़ा केवल. So in the backbone, the alternate are going to be opposite to each other, right? So P and S are all opposite to each other, and X and T are opposite to each other. And then we have got U and asterisk being opposite to each other. Yani X and T are opposite, P and S are opposite, U and asterisk are opposite. Or इसमें from every pair you're going to have, you can see only one symbol, right? One letter. So P, S and asterisk, this doesn't make sense. How come you see P and S both? दोनों कैसे दिख रहा है? Next में XUT, how do you see X and T both? In the next one, you have PSU. How do you see P and S both? Next one, may you see PUT. This makes sense. In the next one, you see UN asterisk, both. Since we don't have none of these, so we don't have to check it. एक ही ऑप्शन बचता है जो कि D होगा. ठीक है? Right. Okay, next one. Which of the following completes the series? So the fifth figure is not visible. You need to find out which figure will be the last one. Last as in fourth के बाद क्या आना चाहिए? Very simple. Come on, guys, like this. Akash, clockwise rule didn't work. देखते हैं. We have clockwise में PTU होना चाहिए. The rule should have worked. The figure is mistakenly. And देखो यहाँ S को देखो अजीब नहीं लिखा हुआ है. S should have been like this, no? Okay. Since we did not have none of the above, so obviously out of 4 options were not correct, right? Only one was correct. Pretty simple, right? A is going to be your answer. Look at the line at the center. It is moving in the anti-clockwise direction, one vertex by one. Eventually, it should go back to the first position. Right? It went back to the first position, as in first figure and fourth figure, they are same. So second and fifth same होना चाहिए. Right. Yeah, hi Sarvesh. Okay, next one. Which one of the following completes the series? यार बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चंस है ना? See, the arrow pointing is moving clockwise 90 degrees every time. So initially south, then west, then north, then east is the turn for the arrow sign to point towards, and then eventually back to south. ठीक है. Another one. आसान वाले तो सारे कर देते हो सब लोग इतना जल्दी जल्दी. थोड़े एवरेज या मुश्किल वाले भी कर दिया करो, तब तो एग्जाम में अच्छा परसेंट आएगा, अच्छा स्कोर आएगा. So select the cube that can be formed by folding the given sheet along the lines. Going by the standard logic, 1 and 4 should be opposite to each other, 5 and 3 should be opposite to each other, 2 and 6 should be opposite to each other. बोले तो 1 and 4, 5 and 3, 2 and 6. So can you guys tell me which cubes or dice can we get rid of? 3, 4, 5. ये तो नहीं हो सकता. How come you can see 3 and 5 both? 1, 4, 5 नहीं हो सकता. How do you see 1 and 4 both? गड़बड़ है. 2, 4, 5 very much possible. 1, 5, 6 very much possible. So obviously our answer is not A and not D. Now C and D में से कौन सा बनेगा? Let's check that. Akash, करना? Is it B or C? Which option? As in shape die C will formed or die D will be formed? देखो, what is the look? Let's look at 2, 4 and 5 है ना? 2, 4 and 5 वाले मतलब as in let's look at shape C. If I go clockwise, it's 2, 5 and 4. Is it 2, 5 and 4 clockwise? 542, 254, 425, जो बोलना है आप बोलो. Clockwise ऐसा तो नहीं है कि ऊपर से ही देखते हैं. You can start from anywhere. All you have to do is make sure you move clockwise. So 254, this makes sense. So C तो होगा. Unfortunately, option B and C, they both contain C. So we should have been already sure कि C तो होगा answer. Let's see if D makes sense. We have got 1, 5 and 6. If I move clockwise, do you think you are going to have 1, 5 and 6 या 1, 6, 5? क्योंकि शेप के हिसाब से तो 1, 5, 6 दिख रहा है, पर उधर तो 1, 6, 5 हो रहा है. Do you think D will be formed? No. So the correct answer is going to be option C. Only C die is going to be formed. Okay? Right, Akash? अभी समझ आया आकाश? उस वाले क्वेश्चन में you don't have to deal with it because none of these नहीं था. या फिर there was no two scenarios where both were possible. है ना? Yogita, got it? Okay, आज तो काफी जल्दी हो गया, 45 minutes के अंदर ही. So before you guys leave, make sure that you like, and if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, people who are watching and not answering in the chat, make sure that you subscribe. So a few notifications. One is CAT 2023 fresh batch has just begun. Today I will be taking a session on LR in that batch tonight. Okay. So if you guys want to join the batch, please make sure that you get in touch with one of our counselors through our app, which is available on Play Store. So what all things do you get there? You can have a word with the counselor. In short, we provide you with a tablet where you have got videos. You get proper live classroom sessions, more than 200 hours where you cover all the topics and all the concepts. A lot of word problem solving happens in the class. We provide you with more than 75 mocks, CAT as well as non-CAT. You get more than 10,000 practice questions. हर दिन बैठ के 10-10 घंटे भी करोगे तब भी खत्म नहीं होगा वो. You get more than 300 engaging videos related to exams and analysis. We provide you with GDPI and VAT assistance. More than 15 live and recorded sessions are provided to you. You get proper books using which you can solve, and if there is any doubts, students can send the doubts over the app. Okay, and for that batch, you can avail a scholarship of up to 90%. The batch will properly start from 18th March from 7 p.m. onwards. So this is a new batch, and the batch that I have a class today, it's a different batch. Okay, so anyone who wants to join, please make sure that you go for the scholarship test. It's going to happen on 18th of March for the next batch. Okay, on 14th of March at 7 p.m. Which is today. So Mr. Vikrant is going to take a session on how to prepare for VARC for CAT 2023. He is going to help you understand, how to tackle RCs and VA. Now, this is not just for CAT people. You guys who are appearing for MAH CET, make sure that you attend these sessions. अब बैठ के देखो 15 minutes, half an hour. See, nothing is going to be taught which is going to be like something redundant. It's going to be, every new teacher tells you something new, right? So it's like the experiences. Old people experiences are completely new. You will not find redundancy over there. So when you sit for such sessions, बस बैठे रहो, अपना question solve करते रहो, keep on listening. And the moment you come to know about some shortcuts or some interesting things, make a note of it. Okay, but please make sure that you attend this. And Crack CAT 2023 in just 8 months. This session will be taken by Mr. Saril on 21st of March at 7 p.m. So everybody, please make sure that you join. So he has got more than 18 years of work experience and is a 100% percentiler in LRDI and QA. And like every day, please do attend 100 most expected MAH CET questions like you have done right now. Okay. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to follow our Instagram page and like our Facebook page. You can join our Telegram channel as well, which is BYJU'S Exam Prep for MBA. You can download our app for free on Google Play. All the links to all of these and the descriptions are given in the YouTube description here, right beneath the like button. And the things that are important are already spammed in the chat. Well, thank you. I hope you guys are still practicing. Prajwal, CET exam date is not yet out. So no idea when it is going to happen. So you guys can give a call. वो उनके ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट पे जाओ, वहां नंबर है, आप खुद से कॉल कर लो. किसी तीसरे पर्सन का ऑनलाइन किसी का सुनना ही नहीं है, किसी पे विश्वास नहीं करना है. Get in touch with the concerned people yourself. Okay? CMAT and CT difficulty level are same or different? Informative, it's almost the same. Almost the same. ठीक है, चलो, thank you, take care everyone, bye bye.